Welcome to another episode of Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Scott Hansen, and it's right here on the show that we get the opportunity to really get inside the minds and peek behind the curtain of some of the most successful entrepreneurs, business owners, business execs, sports athletes, media professionals, partners in law firms, and everybody in between. People that are not only playing big in their business, but also in their community. And today is absolutely no exception. We are with a very dynamic individual, Mr. Jeff Rosset. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, man, I know that you're the co-founder of Chicago Leadership Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
You started your own leadership consulting firm at 24. Did that for about 3 years until you were made an offer to join Midwest HR as Director of Marketing, joined the Board of Directors for the Holiday Heroes Foundation. In 2015, got an offer to join Kapow Events. And as I just mentioned, you've also co-founded the Chicago Leadership Alliance. You are one busy guy.
Yeah, I do what I can. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, my God. That's awesome. So you said, and I quote, "I very much enjoy helping, supporting others, and providing value when I can. And your approach is social capital matrix." What exactly is that?
Yeah, so the social capital matrix is just kind of a term that I put together for myself as I was going through the years of building relationships and understanding how relationships work, networking works, connecting other people together, adding value for others. I started to develop philosophies just as anybody would when they develop their skills. And there's basically two components to the matrix. It's one axis, which is understanding yourself and your personal brand and the goals that you have and what you're trying to get out of all the relationships that you're forming. The other axis, of course, is the other individual and understanding them and what you could do for them to add value, what they're looking to get out of the relationship, and how you could be a resource. And really what I understood as I continued to meet more people and refine my skill is, the most successful people that are out there in the business world are the ones that understand what their goals are and what they're looking to get out of things and the brand that they're looking to promote. And at the same time, they're doing everything that they can to add value for other people and to be a resource for them. And the more you understand about yourself and the better you're adding value for other people, the more successful you're going to be.
Yeah, I love that. And I know that you have a passion, besides helping people and empowering people, you have a real passion for the organization that you co-founded called the Chicago Leadership Alliance. Can you explain to our audience a little bit more about what the CLA is all about?
Sure. So the CLA is an organization that my partner Michael and I co-founded over margaritas at Big Star one day last fall, and it seems that all the good ideas come over margaritas at Big Star. And basically the gist of the organization is Michael and I are both younger leaders in Chicago, have built very big networks for ourselves. We're both very philanthropic, we're both very entrepreneurial. And we got to talking one day and we thought, hey, wouldn't it be great if there was an organization in Chicago for people just like us that allowed us not only to get together once a month and pass business cards and listen to other successful people talk about what they've done, but to actually roll up our sleeves and do things together. So we talked about it. We realized that there really wasn't anything like that out there. So we said, what the heck, we'll found it ourselves. So January 1st, the CLA launched with about 60 charter members that are all paying dues. And basically it's a collection of younger leaders, average age 32 years old, across many different disciplines, folks in business, folks in politics and civic responsibilities within the city, people that own restaurants, people that are in entertainment, people that run charities. And we come together to collaborate, to add value to Chicago, to add value to others. There's a very philanthropic component. And most of all, it provides us a forum to build relationships with the people that 10, 15 years from now, we're all the ones that are running the city, hopefully. So
I love that because it's so unique in that, there's so many chamber events and networking and the BNIs of the world, but you guys are doing something a little bit unique. You're taking the concept and you're tweaking it just a little bit where you're saying, we're going to be running this city in a few years. Let's start young and let's pull our resources together. But the focus is really around servant leadership and servant mentality.
Absolutely, and certainly nothing wrong with business networking groups and the chambers of commerce, and I've been involved with those over the course of my career. But really, we were looking for something that we could have a big impact. Once a quarter, we all get together and we volunteer at a local organization. We have meetings and roundtable discussions with different state and city civic leaders about how our young leaders can get involved in different committees and different organizations throughout the city and the state. So, our generation, we don't like to sit on the sidelines.
Yeah.
We like to get into the game, and that's what the CLA provides a forum to do.
It's fantastic. Somebody is watching this interview. They're saying, I'm a business owner. I know that I need to be going to networking events, but I don't know how to do it. Mm-hmm. And I know that sounds kind of crazy. What do you mean you don't know how to do it? The reality of it is people don't really know how to network. They know that they have to do it, but they're not sure how to do it. What's maybe one strategy that you can share with our audience on how to network or build your network effectively?
It's real simple, Scott. And this is the same process that I followed early in my career, and a lot of the other successful folks that I associate with have done the same thing. You got to get out there and shake a lot of hands and meet a lot of people and have a lot of coffee meetings at local coffee shops and go through the same conversations over and over. But the goal is essentially to build the network and then scale it back down and understand who the right people are for you to continue to build those relationships with. Build those relationships to the point where they're then able to introduce you to other people within their network. You continue to grow it, you continue to scale it, and before you know it, you have that large network, but everybody that's in your network is at the top of their game, and they're the types of people that you want to know. So it starts off by handing out a bunch of business cards and going to a lot of events and shaking a lot of hands until you really develop the types of relationships that you need.
Right. And I think you said something very profound, which was it takes time. It's not I call it a drive-by. I think a lot of times as business owners, as execs, you want to go to this networking event and your goal is to get a client. Right there, right then. But what you're saying is you want to take it more of it's a slow cooker process.
Sure.
Rather than just a microwavable process. Right. It's something that over time you have to look at and say, I might not get a business deal from you, but let's not focus on getting the client or getting the sale. Let's focus on developing a relationship. Is that what I'm hearing?
And it's about the relationship, and it's about what you could do for the other person.
Right.
And if you've ever read, Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, and one of the habits is building that emotional bank account and doing things for other people before you're taking that deposit. Same thing goes with building relationships for business purposes. And you ultimately want to get referrals for your business, and that's the goal of any business professional when they're out there networking. Right. But in order to build the type of trust and relationship that you need, do favors, provide value, introduce people to other people within your network, invite them to events, offer them opportunities to come in and speak to people within your network, promote the speaking engagements that they have coming up for themselves. And then after you've done 4 or 5, 6 things for somebody else, and then you call them up and you say, hey, I see Bob Smith on LinkedIn, would you mind making an introduction? What do you think they're bound to do for you? So
wow.
That's the approach that I take. That's the approach that I know you take, and a lot of the other successful people that I know, and it works.
Yeah. No, it's great. Share with us the 4 pillars. I know kind of the foundation of the CLA is built on pillars, and I think you described it as 4 pillars.
Right.
Can you share what those are?
Sure. Social, civic, business, and philanthropic. So as far as the social component goes, we're all young leaders in the city. We like to have a good time. We go to restaurants in River North. We have open bars. We have dinners. We like to socialize and get to know each other because these are the people that we want to be having relationships with for many years.
Sure.
As far as business goes, a lot of the people that are in the group are business owners, business executives. We talk about business. We're looking to do private equity, angel investment deals together. We're keeping our eyes peeled for opportunities to make referrals, so business just is a conduit of the group. As far as philanthropy goes, this is definitely the backbone of the organization. If you're not a philanthropic person, if you're not socially responsible, the CLA is not the right group for you.
Right.
Once a quarter, we all volunteer together in a group fashion so we could actually not just write a check, but roll up our sleeves and provide some value. And then the 4th component is the civic component. So talking with aldermen, talking with senators, talking with other leaders in the state and the city level about how we could have a bigger impact to make Chicago a better place to live, to raise families, and to do business. And having that open dialogue with the leaders of our city and our state is important to the CLA. And the CLA is just it's a combination of all 4 of those aspects. And every event that we do, every initiative that we decide to embark on, it follows 1, 2, 3 or 4 of those pillars, and that's sort of what guides the organization for us to be successful.
That's great. So if someone's listening, they say, wow, how do I get in touch with Jeff? But also, is there open membership? How does the membership work for CLA?
Yeah, membership is referral driven.
Okay.
Go to our website, thecla.org.
Okay.
All the information's there. You could see the other members that we have. Everyone has their own profile. Most of the people in Chicago are pretty well known, so it wouldn't surprise me if somebody goes to the site and they happen to know 2, 3, 4 people that are involved. You can find me on LinkedIn. I always encourage people, don't just connect with me without saying anything. I don't know who you are. Send me a personal message.
Sure.
Tell me who you are and what the purpose is for reaching out. Always happy to have coffee. Always happy to connect for a phone call. Understand you, your business, how it could help, how it could be a resource. Find me on LinkedIn. Come to our website. Fill out the form. Happy to help any way that I can.
And again, the website is?
thecla.org.
thecla.org. You're on LinkedIn. What about Twitter? Can they find you on Twitter at all? You're on Twitter?
Yeah, our Twitter handle is at Chicago Leaders.
Okay.
Right.
At Chicago Leaders. Awesome. Well, this has been great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for your time.
Thanks, man.
Of course. I know you're a busy guy, so thanks for coming in and sharing some strategies and your story. And I know some great things are going to continue to happen for you guys, so it's been great having you.
You bet.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course.
Excellent.
So again, if you want to reach this man, Jeff, make sure to go to the website that he just shared and also the Twitter. Make sure to go to the website and also go to Twitter to find Jeff and more about Chicago Leadership Alliance. So this is Scott Hansen saying, again, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Success Blueprint. If you want to follow me, you can hit me up on Twitter at Scott Hansen 1210. Go out and make it a great day because you absolutely deserve it. Take care.